There's 3 P's that you got to annihilate, crush, or destroy if they're getting in the way of your progress in a relationship or your career or your happiness or your health.
Tony Robbins talks about these 3 Ps. They have been extremely helpful for me. I know that sometimes I feel overwhelmed, sometimes I feel stressed, sometimes I feel anxious. Most importantly, sometimes I feel like whatever problem I have going on is bigger than it actually is. In this video, Tony breaks down these 3 Ps, and this is a framework that any one of us can use to be able to understand that, you know what, things really aren't as big of a deal as we might think they are. We're going to let Tony keep going on this today. By the way, my name is Jake Ballantyne. I hope that you find this incredibly helpful. I know that I have, and I'm excited for you to learn this as well.
These are the 3 Ps that make learned helplessness. Number 1, you think the problem is permanent. Once you've had enough disappointment, sometimes your brain doesn't want to get disappointed, so it's a permanent problem. Please write down, no problem is permanent. Only your soul is permanent.
That idea has been extremely helpful for me. No problem is permanent. Only your soul is permanent. You can push past anything. I love this idea. Literally every challenge you've been through, you have survived. If you're still watching this, you have survived. And so we don't want to see things as permanent because they're not. Even if something's going to take a long time to get through, it's not permanent. It isn't forever. And what he talked about at the beginning is these 3 Ps is how we develop what's called learned helplessness. This is when we think, well, there's nothing that I can do. I can't fix my situation. I might as well just accept it and be depressed and be down and be upset and be frustrated, or maybe just move on and just become numb, which is where a lot of people end up going. So number 1, the problem is not permanent.
Nothing's forever. Everything changes. Everything eventually ends and something new begins. That's part of life. Those are the seasons of life. The second P that keeps people in learned helplessness so they don't change, this belief's got to be annihilated, broken through, and that it's pervasive. That means that because my relationship's not great, my whole life is horrible. And you're forgetting you do have health, or you do have friends, or you do have a job, or you do have whatever. I can breathe. And the third one is
that idea of it being pervasive, meaning that it's affecting every area of my life. And I know that this is easier said than done, but just because one area of your life is having challenges doesn't mean that every area of your life is struggling. Now, it might bleed over, but we tend to see things through the lens that we're going through. You ever notice that sometimes when you feel really good, even things that maybe are a challenge at other times, you see it as, you know, it's pretty good. I can get through this. I can move forward. So much of it has to do with what your attitude is and what the lens is that you're seeing life through. So like Tony's talking about here, that second P is this belief that it's pervasive. These are beliefs, limiting beliefs that hold us back. Number 1 is we believe this problem is permanent when in reality it is not permanent. Nothing is permanent. Only your soul is permanent. The second thing is that it's pervasive, that we see it everywhere, that we think it's every single thing going on in our life. It's not just that this thing sucks, it's that everything sucks.
Problem is personal. There's something wrong with me. And if you start believing that, it becomes self-fulfilling. You give up. See, I'm not good enough. I'm not beautiful enough. I'm not smart enough. I always screw it up. So those 3 Ps got to be...
That third one is that it's personal, that it's something that's only affecting you. You know, a great example is this. If something's going wrong in the economy and your business starts to struggle, if you feel like it's struggling because I'm the one who's doing all this and I'm the one who's messing up, that's going to feel very different than, well, the economy's doing this. Now, what can I do to respond? This doesn't mean that they're not real. The problems are real. Seeing things for how they really are is what gives us the ability to respond instead of being that person that just can't handle anything. So like Tony talks about here, your problems, they are not permanent. They're not. They are not permanent. They are not pervasive, and they are not personal. And if we can understand that, we can see things for the way they actually are instead of the overwhelming mess that's just impossible to get through.
So those 3 Ps got to be destroyed.
If we can destroy these 3 Ps, I promise you, you're going to get through everything so much easier. You're going to get through everything with so much less friction. It doesn't mean that it's easy, but what it does mean is that there's a lot less holding you back. There's a lot less self-sabotage going on. I hope this has been helpful for you. I hope that you enjoyed this. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I can't wait to see you in the next video.